Hello, everyone, and welcome to our live stream. My name is Kat Abou-Ghazaleh. I'm running for Congress in the 9th District of Illinois. And this weekend, we had our longest canvas launch, or our biggest canvas launch. It was really exciting. We knocked over 2,000 doors in Andersonville. We talked to over 3,000 neighbors. It was really incredible. If you're one of our volunteers who joined, thank you so much. And I hope you had as much fun as I did. For any updates we have. Once again, we knocked over 2,000 doors. We're also having Canvas opportunities this week and phone bank opportunities this week. If you like us enough to tune into stream, like us enough to volunteer maybe, join our Discord at discord.gg/catforillinois. That's where you can find volunteer opportunities as quickly and easily as possible. You can also go to catforillinois.com/events. If you live anywhere, you can phone bank for us. And if you live in the area, you can knock doors for us. And knocking doors is really fun. I always say people are more normal in real life than they are online, which is definitely true. But it's also a great excuse to go out for a walk, talk to your neighbors, and just kind of do something for something you care about. Some other exciting things to mention. Tomorrow night, we're going to have Brennan Lee Mulligan on the stream. I'm very excited, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Asha, 6:30? That will be at 6:30 Central Time. So make sure to have your notifications on. Like this stream, subscribe, whatever, but also turn your notifications on so you can be here with me and Brennan. And then mark your calendars for next Sunday with a little surprise that we'll probably talk about tomorrow.
Hopefully it'll be turned around by either day Tuesday, but you can do a little teaser for stream.
We'll do a little teaser for those who log on. So as with all these streams, you can support us at catforillinois.com/stream. We have a goal of 4K raised for this stream. What is that going to? It's going to paying our staff a living wage. It is going to the resources we need to knock those doors like we did this weekend. It is going to pay for rent at our campaign office, which doubles as a mutual aid hub. What is it not going to? It's not going to overpaid consultants who haven't won an election in a decade. It's not going to ads that are just plastered everywhere without any thought to strategy. It's not going to it's not coming from corporations and billionaires and Republicans. It is coming from people like you. So even if it's $1, $2, $5, or our average donation of $32, donate at catforillinois.com/stream. This is what we are doing instead of call time, which is the ubiquitous practice in politics that where politicians literally sit in a room for hours at a time, dialing for dollars, calling rich people and begging for money. Someone asked, is this money going to catnip for heater? She would say she hopes so. Unfortunately, it's not. That's where my personal money goes. And we are just trying to run a grassroots campaign that's doing something differently. So please donate catforillinois.com/stream. You'll hear a holy cow sound and we will get to shout you out and say your name. What? And I need to click record for Asha. All right. So donate for a shout out. How do I donate directly to Heater? Just send it through the ether. And then who actually answers their front door anymore? A lot of people. I actually am very confused by this because I always answer my door when someone knocks, if only out of curiosity. But we will talk about this with our guest today, Miss Peppermint, because if you might remember, anyone who watches the stream, there were traffic issues last week. She couldn't come on, but she's here now. So let me call her and bring her on. This is very exciting. Someone said they were knocking out on Saturday. Thank you so much. Here we go. Fingers crossed.
I forgot to change the fucking... No, it's okay. Don't worry, it's not even...
There she is. Can you hear us? Is my Ethernet not working?
Make sure you have all your mic settings are on.
All what?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't see you.
One moment, please.
Now it's just...
Guys, we're at $0 raised. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream. That's why Miss Peppermint's camera isn't working.
It's true.
See, she confirmed it.
I think I know why. It fell asleep.
We're getting there. We have progress.
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow!
Wake up, little camera. It does have a mind of its own sometimes.
I feel that very much. How's your day going? While we wait
It's
for
going
the
pretty
camera to
good.
come
And
on.
you know, I was like sitting here 15 minutes ago looking at myself in the camera. And then I walk away for 2 minutes and then it's like, you know what? You're done.
We have times where we're like, oh my God, we got the camera working. And then we panic and have to plug in a webcam. And then someone said
Yeah.
send $5 immediately to get video feed. I think it's worth it.
Y'all better,
catforillinois.com/join.
if you send it, it'll probably, it will definitely happen.
This would be really funny if this was a bit on your part. And no one will ever know.
Okay, I'm just restarting one or two things. Okay.
We're reading chat over here. Someone asked about Sabrina Carpenter talking to the White House. Very, very funny. If someone has a Sabrina Carpenter link, let us know. We would love to have Sabrina on stream and or do a concert for our Get Out the Vote operation. I know
Can
chat
you
probably
see
has
me?
that. I cannot see you.
Oh my gosh, what in the shade is going? Okay, hold on. It's working on the thing, so. Okay, so that's that. It's there. Let me just reselect it. Let me unselect it. Select it. Okay, let me just close this.
Someone said make sure she doesn't have it open in another app.
It's not.
There we go.
Can you see
We
me?
can see you.
Okay,
Hooray.
it was off on this too. Hi.
How's it going?
It's fantastic. Let me just move you over here.
I feel moved.
See you. Oh my gosh, here we are. Finally. Hi everyone.
You're frozen, by the way, but I assume it's just gonna stop at
Oh,
some point.
lies and deceit.
It's okay. It looks good. Your stop looks good. You look like
Okay,
very
good.
like
It'll come back in a second.
yeah.
It
you're
is being a
flexing.
little shady. Noticing my camera.
How is your
Holy
day? What are you
cow.
up to? Besides being here,
Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, and all shooting some b-ball outside
Outside
of
of
school when a
school,
couple
yeah.
of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood.
how dare
I got
they?
in one little fight, and my mom got scared. She said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle to Bel Air." Okay. I don't
Did
know
you make that
why
up yourself?
No, that's.
Did you make that up? Is
Chat,
that yours?
Anybody know? Wait, I want
I've never heard of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air in my life.
Okay,
I have to
okay.
assume
Just
you made
making
that.
sure. Just making sure. Just making sure. Yeah. That was a recall from the 90s, probably 1992.
I got E. coli in Mexico one time, and I just watched Fresh Prince of Bel Air in Spanish while I died on the floor. It was great.
The whole time. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a food poisoning or two.
Yeah, it's not fun. I wouldn't recommend it as like a thing to do, but all right, so when you came on in the car as a little cameo, I said that I wanted to talk to you especially about the intersection of drag, circus, specifically clowning, and wrestling. And
I'm here. I'm here for it. It's true.
it's
It's very thoughtful that you brought this up.
wrestling is drag
I've
for
been
what
doing
straight
drag for a
men.
long time.
Is what?
Yeah, I've been doing drag for a long time, and of course, I thought of drag as like the circus and clowning, but I never thought, I thought that wrestling was the furthest thing from drag.
It's the exact same thing.
Silly little me.
I went to the circus for the first time last year, and I've never been like one of those people afraid of clowns, but I didn't fully appreciate clowns till I went to an actual circus. And someone asked, "What's wrong with the donation meter?" That's a great question. Y'all aren't donating. Oh, Asha's figuring it out. Have people been donating?
One person did, and I'm
One person
Let me
did.
share.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Ew.
But I didn't appreciate it, and I was like, "Oh, drag queens are clowns, complimentary." And someone said wrestling is just boxing and drag. In the chat, we love it.
It really is. It definitely is. I mean, especially
Holy
if you watch like
cow.
one or two behind the scenes
Yeah.
moment, like a wrestling behind the scenes, which I never did until I was like, during the pandemic is when I was like, okay, what's this? And I looked at some stuff. I was like, oh wow, this is like they're like saying the same thing out of their mouth as drag queens, but their
Yes.
costumes look different, for the
Yes.
most part.
Um, it's one of these things. My partner is really his brother likes wrestling, and so he's gotten into wrestling, and then he brought me to AEW, and like that's also like a very like queer space too, and
Hmm.
it's so much fun. And I also think we punish vulnerability and camp for men, and so I'm glad that straight men have like a place where they can experience
Yeah, they
that.
have their outlet, but it's never stopped. It's been that way since in this way, the campy version since the 80s at least,
Yeah.
right? I'm sure it's like late 70s. So like they've always had it. They just never told us. They were like shaming, like the shame game was going around, but nobody was like looking at wrestling, but it was there all along.
Right. And they
Darling,
were like,
like
see, it
speaking
has to not
speakers
be.
Holy
and
cow.
yeah.
Yeah, it can't be a show. Like, it can't be a camp because it's men fighting. And it's like, well,
Yeah.
maybe you should look into
And it's
yourself.
like the fakest thing on the planet. Sorry about it.
How did you get into drag?
I started doing, one panty leg at a time. Um, I was in high school, and I mean, I don't know. It really started with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, or Superman 2, and I just fell in love with those two movies, and got my grandmother, who was a seamstress, rest in peace, to make some costumes from those movies, and uh, Superman 2 famously is the three Kryptonians, people like these three villains that were like have the same powers as Superman. They're from his planet, and so when they come to Earth, they have the same powers. And so there's two guys and one girl, Terrence Stamp, who just passed away, also rest in peace, recently. Anyway, the woman's name was Ursa, and she had like a similar outfit. They all had three matching outfits, but hers was like, of course, the female version, so it like showed more skin. And I got my grandmother to make me that costume. And then I was like, I like this thing. Did I freeze?
You did freeze.
Oh, suck a dick.
Holy
But once
cow.
again, I'm amazed at
Ew.
how all of your frozen frames look incredible.
So I could just keep going. Okay, yeah. Maybe I'll there's I think my computer needs to restart, but we'll deal with
Do you
it.
want to restart your computer?
Holy cow.
Maybe I will, but I'll finish this little
Okay,
ditty. I'll
please.
tell you, and then I'll restart. Um, anyway, so she made the outfit for me, and then she made a couple other like 80s divas outfits for me. Diana from V, and then Violet Beauregard, the girl who turns the berry
Yeah.
On Willy Wonka. And I was like, honey, this is where if I am never getting, I was a Hershey's Kiss for Halloween before all that. I ain't going back to that. And the rest is history. Then I like every time I got into costume, it was always like the femme version. And I mean, if I had tapped into wrestling, I could have been doing drag at a much younger age.
Oh, yeah.
But because they would have been so enthusiastic about that. And then high school was when became official. In high school, we had basically a cross dressing contest or a drag competition, and I
Holy
entered and
cow.
won, and never looked back.
Do you watch anime at all?
I don't like anything animated.
Okay, because there's this one show
Cartoon,
called My Dress
anime.
Up Darling, and the main character is a high school boy who loves making Hina dolls, like the traditional Japanese dolls. Like his grandfather makes those. And so
Okay.
he's like very insecure about how this is what he wants to do for the rest of his life because he's a boy. And then he's like using the sewing machine in like the rec room at school after school, thinks no one's seeing. And like the popular girl at school notices and she freaks out because she's like, oh my god, that's so sick that you can do this. I love cosplay. And so like he helps her make all of these different
Make costumes.
yeah, costumes. And then there's like a lot of stuff about cross dressing and also about like cis men that are like, oh yeah, I love to dress up as women, and like how all of the tips and tricks, like different types of tape for your eyes or your cheeks. And like, it's so good. It's so good. It's really fun. I highly recommend, even if you don't like animated things, it is delightful. And also like the cool girl character is just a girl's girl who's super excited about everything.
I love it. I love it. Oh, I gotta watch. What's it called?
My Dress Up Darling.
My Dress Up. I mean,
I'll
it's
show you a message
it's
with it.
legit. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna
Anime
restart
titles are
right
either
now.
like super vague. It's like the, Black Lagoon of Darkness, or it's like I decided
My
to do
walk to
this
school
thing.
every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's about walking to school every day. So
Okay, look at that. Okay, I'm gonna restart on that freeze frame.
okay, perfect.
I'll be back in just a few.
See you in a
Okay.
sec. Hey everyone. Can we shout out some donors?
Yes, indeed.
Alrighty, perfect.
Do you want me to just DM them to you on Discord?
Yeah, that'd be great. So we need some donations, catforillinois.com/stream. We also had 2 people donate yesterday on the stream form despite not streaming. And we would like to shout them out as well. So Asa A today, thank you so much. Luis A, thank you. Bashkim K, thank you very much. Kenji A, thank you. And John C, thank you so much. And then yesterday, Lucas P donated $500 on our stream form. Thank you so much. And David E donated $420. So W, Lucas, and David in the chat. Thank you so much. That's really incredible. Like that's almost $1,000 right there. That helps us pay for our campus fellows. We're just very grateful. And you guys can donate. It doesn't have to be $500 at catforillinois.com/stream. We love small dollar donations. We love a $1 donation, a $5 donation, and we can shout you out. And yeah. Anyone know how I get into phone banking tonight? I click on the Discord link and it asks me to sign up for tomorrow. Can you ask someone in Discord, Asha, in staff chat?
There's no phone banking.
There is no phone bank tonight, apparently.
Or wait, maybe?
Wait, but maybe?
Sorry. Yes, you have to go to community nights.
You have to go to community night,
Yes.
Katie. Additionally, what else was I going to say? So some stuff from door knocking today. We had someone actually asked at the Chicago DSA, there was a forum this
Holy
week
cow.
that I unfortunately couldn't make it to, and I was at a Palestinian community meeting. I really wish I could have made it, and I'm sorry that I had to miss it, but I'm really hoping to reach out and establish something, especially like a mutual aid event or something like that. I'm a Democratic Socialist, I'm a dues paying member, and I'm really sorry I couldn't make it. So what are we... Oh, I was going to talk about knocking doors today. It was really great. At one point, my boots, there was like a little hole in it. And so my toes got very, very cold, but I put hand warmers in my shoes, which I didn't realize I could do. And it's great. Now my feet are warm. And I got to talk to a lot of incredible people and pet some amazing dogs. Door knocking is a lot of fun. You guys can canvas for us too. You can go to catforillinois.com/events or discord.gg/catforillinois. Knocking doors is just genuinely something I really enjoy. And you can also phone bank too. Possibly dumb question, but how do you guys knock doors for apartments? If you live in an apartment building, you can help us knock doors there. Getting into apartment buildings
Holy
is
cow.
difficult for any campaign, and so that's why we really need people from everywhere to help us knock doors, especially in denser areas like here in Congress. Thanks, Suburban Guy, appreciate it.
Cow.
Knocking doors is ding dong ditching without the dishing. In other words, it's knocking on a door. No, it's really fun. We got some yard signs out too, or we put up some yard signs. You can also do yard sign delivery if you're not about knocking doors, but you want to help and you're in the area. We have some amazing
Holy
walls
cow.
that help us with that, and we really appreciate them. Thank you, everyone. I'm loving these holy cows. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream. Can we get to 2K by 7:30? Let's see. What's your funniest door knocking story? Ooh, good question. Actually, Ben and I were knocking doors yesterday. Ben's my partner, for those who don't know, and he runs the Onion. And we knocked on this door, and this woman came out, and she like looked familiar to me. And then she looked at Ben, and it was kind of like that Leonardo DiCaprio like pointing meme. And then Ben did it back to her, and she's the wife of one of his employees. And like any of the graphics that you see at the Onion, that's what this guy does. And we were like, wait, we know you. And if Ben hadn't been there, I probably wouldn't have put my finger on it. Asking it again, sorry, can non-resident aliens donate to the campaign? You can only donate to the campaign if you are a U.S. citizen or permanent resident, and you have to be 18 years or older. Wait, the Onion, the Onion. Yes, the Onion. That's why we moved to Chicago. It is based in the Chicago area, and Ben took over the Onion and brought back the print edition with the amazing staff. Someone said they just gave another $10. Haven't seen it.
Absolutely being slow.
Seen or heard the pop up yet. It usually goes up immediately. There's a lot of lag for us many of us tonight. Asha just told me that Act Blue's being slow. Sometimes they have a lot coming in. But if anyone knows what I want for Christmas, I want y'all to phone bank or knock doors or donate to the campaign. That's all I want. I want to pay my staff a living wage. I want a cuddle heater. That's unrelated to y'all, but appreciate it, Adam. And someone said they used to have the Onion delivered to their door way back in the day when newspapers were printed on paper. Well, the print edition's back, baby. And you can order it and it will come to your door. Hey, Kat, Asha, Chicago, and chat. Covered pretty much everyone in the world. The whole world is in this chat. Who else is excited for Brennan Lee Mulligan tomorrow? Asha's excited. I'm excited. I made a little game for him. He doesn't know what it is. And I'm really excited. Did I say I was excited? I'm also very excited for a week from now. Can I give a little sneak peek?
Please do.
We are doing our...
Yeah, 150.
Huh?
150.
Okay, we'll give a sneak peek for what we're doing next Sunday when we hit 500. So. Kat, what's your favorite anime opening? Fantastic question. First core of Spy Family Season 1. Also Kakagiri. They had just like a banging theme. I think those are my two faves. But I love Spy Family. It is my favorite show. I have a little Anya figurine on my desk. I'm usually drinking from an Anya mug. Yeah.
Holy cow.
Have you watched Chainsaw Man? I've been meaning to. I just haven't gotten there. Thank you, Caitlin D, for $32, because even with over 50,000 donors, our average donation is still $32. When we get to 500, you guys get to figure out our exciting thing next week, a week from today, what we're going to be doing a week from now, 7 days. Seeing what the Minneapolis mayor and police chief have in response to ICE. Ooh, Miss Peppermint is back. Yes, I did. For those who don't know, the police chief said police officers have to stop ICE from doing unlawful things or lose their job. And
ICE from unlawful things.
We're back.
Is it working?
Yes, it is working.
You back?
And it looks smoother. I love it. You look gorgeous. We love to see it. So you've done a lot of advocacy, and one of the things that I have seen as a researcher covering the far right in the last few years is specifically the demonization of trans people and drag. And that's not a coincidence. This is something that every authoritarian regime does. When the Nazis took power, one of the first things they did was burn down the Library of Gender and Sexuality. Fascists can't, they want people in traditional gender roles. They want people to be in a specific way so they're easier to control. And they don't like any form of queerness. Would you like to talk about this?
Yeah, honey, first of all, I am easy to control. Honey, there are so many things you could be like, bitch, look at this. I'll be like, I am there.
Holy
You don't have to
cow.
go all like authoritarian and all like discriminatory.
You just have to
It's
hold some
not even
keys. You just got to
necessary.
jangle some keys.
Darling.
Stop
and I'll
taking
be
our
there.
rights.
Hello. You're 100% right. Everything you said, 100 spot on. It is wild. I remember thinking when times were oh so simple. I really do remember thinking to myself, wow, like, I don't know, I was like probably 20 or something, like a young adult. This was, a few years ago. And I remember thinking, wow, like after Obama and after marriage equality passed, I was like, wow, we're really like, there's some things on the list, but like we're really getting very far. And like, once we have it, we're done. We're good to go. And I thought like we're gonna be in this like I thought I would see the progressive like utopia, uh, and then things started to change. Like 2016 was like a huge turning point, like at least a slight turning point.
Holy
And even then,
cow.
I had no idea that we'd be in a situation where we'd be seeing like genocides and people ripping each other up, people dragging somebody off the street, and all these things on our smartphones, on our like social media apps. Like I did not think that we would see that, and I didn't think that it'd be possible that I could ever do anything, aka be myself, that would like potentially put me on the president's list of domestic terrorism groups, as the president has stated several times that that's his intention to do. And I think that they just came out with some memo or something like this weekend that was like, re basically doubling down on that. And so it's wild. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, I think about this all the time. They love to call it the left snowflakes, but they literally like can't handle the idea of even just like cis men wearing a skirt. They're like, no, 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 you can't do that. Stop doing that. I don't like that. It hurts my feelings for some reason. It makes me feel confused. Um, it's
So
crazy.
fragile. And I want to say that like one of the piece that I'm glad you brought up like drag and trans, because obviously those were two like things out of their mouths that they were saying that they wanted to do and focus on and target, which they have, as we've seen. And it started, not started, but like we can probably remember during the pandemic, in the I guess during the campaign up to the
Holy
campaign
cow.
where Trump was getting ready to campaign for, I guess, 2020 and then again 2024. The focus on drag queen story hour, these things, everybody was talking about it. It was a hot topic on every single channel, but nobody was ever having a drag entertainer on to actually talk about it. And I knew that that was really just sort of like not a red herring, but I won't even say a
Holy
distraction, a
cow.
diversion away from getting ready to focus on trans folks, because they did try in 2016 with trans folks in bathrooms. And at that time, I think the big story was like North Carolina bathroom ban bill that they were proposing and trying to put into law. But then, like, I think the NBA and like all these other corporations were like, if you do that, we're not supporting this state. And so they backed off of that because like Capital actually was like, oh, we're still woke. And so like they were like, no, 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 we're not attacking trans people. We don't want to get caught doing that. Now obviously the tides have changed, and I think that they realize that like they, meaning the proponents of all these anti-trans bills and legislation, realize that, oh, in order to do it the right way, we need to have corporations by the balls, essentially, and we need to make sure we basically have to threaten to withhold federal funding to corporations so that they like cancel their DEI, so that when we attack trans people, black people, women, disabled people, Muslim people, Jewish people, whatever we're going to target, the flavor of the day, that the corporations won't pull what they pulled in 2016 and side with those groups. And then they'll just be like, I don't have nothing to see here. And then that'll allow the authoritarians to just like do what they want. And I think what people don't realize is that, it really is wild. And I don't know if it's because trans people are like so special that it's a superpower. And I don't mean to be like, um, whatever that sounds like. But, I think the short end of it is because any human being that overcomes a lot of like adversity and barriers and overcomes a lot of hardship, hopefully will be better off on the other side of it. And trans people in this country are definitely going through that right now. So
Yeah.
we can at least say that, like, if you can go through that stuff and make it out the other side, you're a better person. Meaning you're more reflective of who you are. You're more sure of yourself. You've earned who you are, and that's definitely happening right now for many groups, including trans people. But trans people, because we've had to navigate these. Because the barriers that existed for trans people were organized in a way that forced us to navigate the healthcare system, the legal system, the documentation system, the like that's connected to your identity, driver's licenses, passports, things like that, birth certificates. Like a trans person who has gone through a social and a medical transition has been in every part of bureaucracy, paperwork, filled out every form there is to fill out. We've been in every office there is to be in, and we've earned it. You know, those who've checked those things off their box. Some trans people don't want to do that. That's fine. Some trans people can't do that. But for those who have done it, uh, we've been we're you know we've been around the
Holy
block,
cow.
and that means that we are the perfect bullseye. If you want to like find one group that will like wipe out all the rights in one shot, it's trans people, because you're automatically getting gender, you're automatically getting bodily autonomy and healthcare rights, you're automatically getting citizenship and how people are enfranchised or disenfranchised from with their identity using their documents, their birth certificates, what that says. You're automatically getting work rights, and you know, like all these different things, kind of all in the same, all
Yeah.
in one bag or whatever. And trans people know that, but I think a lot of other people don't know that. So when you're a part of another group and you're like, well, they're getting the trans people, but I'm good because I ain't trans. No, boo. If you have a gender, if you need a license, if you need a passport, if you need any type of identification document, if you need health care, if you need honey, then you need to line up behind trans people. It's too late now because they're already attacking everybody else, but we tried to warn y'all.
No, exactly. I mean, like, that's a really great point about the bureaucracy. And like, it's one of these things where people are like, you know, this person transitioned so they could have a one up at sports scholarships, as if like being trans makes your life easier in this society. But I also think, like, I was working on this video before I
Holy
launched my campaign,
cow.
and I still want to put it out, but I just haven't had the full ability to devote the time that it deserves, called like why trans people. Because so I grew up in the South, and I spent my summers in this little tiny town in rural Colorado that my grandfather found on like a road trip when he was 18 in the 40s. And
Is Colorado the South?
I grew up in Texas, but the summers we'd spend in Colorado. And so
Oh,
like
okay,
I
sorry.
saw like both sides of like there was a lot of homophobia, especially like pre, you know, legalization of gay marriage, but transphobia wasn't really a thing growing up, especially in my family, because in this town, the
They
one
weren't
that
checking
was
for us.
yeah, and like in this town, the closest place with like a full ass grocery store of like you need to do a big stock was Trinidad, Colorado, which was like one of the capitals of sex change operations in the world of gender affirming care. This surgeon in like the 60s or 70s was like, oh, surgeons really aren't doing this. Like, what if I did it? And so a lot of the people in Trinidad would just
Yes,
settle down there,
I
and so
know
you
that.
just had trans people like at the
Is that
Target.
where Marcy Bowers was?
I think so.
I wonder. Okay, anyway. Yeah.
But it's like one of these things. So I've had people be like, so why do we talk about trans people so much? And I'm trying to frame this video in the way of like, look, if you can't care about someone for their basic humanity, which I encourage everyone to do, but fascists prey on fear. And when you're afraid, it's the most easy way to manipulate someone. When you're afraid, you go with what you know and not what you don't know. And if you've never been around trans people, which is the best way to fight transphobia, think about it this, like, it doesn't stop here. Every authoritarian does this, and it will eventually come for you. And it's one of the reasons TERFs are so frustrating, because transphobia is literally misogyny. Like, it's misogyny.
I mean, they brought it in the door.
It's like, oh, so now you can't be a cis woman with short hair because someone will want to check your genitals at the bathroom. Like,
And that's where we are.
it's
That's where we
ridiculous.
are.
It's ridiculous. And it, like, just if you can't care about trans people just for their basic human rights, do it, because it'll come for you. And maybe along the way, you'll figure out that this vulnerable population that is so small, that is just living their lives despite all of the odds, is human just like you. You're human, right?
I think I'm human. Yeah, I'm human. I'm a human being. I'm a human being. But sometimes I feel like, you know, like a cyborg, you know, whatever. I mean, with AI coming around the corner, I don't know how much longer that'll matter, being human. I want to help you with that video. So when you do end up doing it, let me know. I'll post it, I'll boost it, or whatever you need. I yeah.
Amazing.
This
And I want to do
video
interviews for it.
definitely
Would
goes
love
down.
to get your perspective when I make
I'm
it.
down. I'm totally down.
Win or lose in March, like, I'll do that this summer. Hopefully get it out for Pride, because hopefully we'll have a little bit more
Yeah.
time in like
When
April.
in March? Come on. I hope that people are starting to see, just in general. I mean, certainly, I know that maybe the silver lining is that electorally, so many people have. I don't know why my mic keeps turning down. I'm just going to leave it, and I'm assuming you can hear me. Um, so many people,
I can't hear you, by the way. And our
I think.
mics match, which is cute.
Okay. Okay, Gorge. So many people end up just thinking about like politics and voting and elections as once every 4 years, obviously. And I think a lot of people still are on that piece. But I do think, and this could just be, it is anecdotal, but I do think that more people, because of social media and because politics and campaigning never goes away, it feels like this is no critique on
No, I completely
present
agree.
company. Uh, but it's just like always here. It does seem like the silver lining to that is that people are more dialed into like, like nobody would have been paying attention to the mayoral race in New York if you weren't on the other side of the country 5 or 6 years ago. And I would have never been paying attention to the mayoral race in Seattle, Washington, or in any of these other like local government races. I was paying attention to Omar Fateh. Like, I was just like
Yeah.
paying attention to all these other races. Your race, I don't live anywhere near that. And I think I'm obviously not the only one. And so I think that is the silver lining, because then people will realize that we, especially in an authoritarian regime, have to stay more politically engaged and involved, which just doesn't turn off,
Yeah.
you know?
It's one of these
I
things
don't know where
where
that came from, but yeah.
no, I mean, you're right. And I think about this a lot with how like we've tried to use our campaign. Like if I know anything, it's how narratives and news and how people perceive things, how all of that's formed, because that was my job, is covering how the right use that. And they're very good at using it because they monopolized a lot of these spaces when Steve Bannon in like the early 2010s and late aughts realized that young men, because they're punished for vulnerability. We said your only value is what you can produce and create, and then we took away all of those and said you just had to be alone on it. Decided to capture them on the internet and be like, hey, we know why this all sucks, and it's not because of billionaires, it's not because of this culture we've created, it's because of insert whatever minority you want them to hate. And so when you use similar tactics, but for very different reasons and very different outcomes of talking about, like, the president said he grabs women by their vaginas and was like, I don't care what
Holy
you think
cow.
about that. And
Now, if a trans
meanwhile,
person did that, they'd be disqualified immediately.
which they should be.
Immediately.
Everyone who grabs people
Yeah, they should.
non-consensually should be disqualified from
Anybody.
public office. But like,
Period, point blank.
but then like, one example, for instance, at a drag queen story hour, which is like not about conditioning kids. It's like drag queens are literally clowns and you're exposing kids to different ideas and you have a very engaging storyteller. Like it's
And they're
like
reading books that are already in the damn library.
reading books that are already in the damn library. And if a cis woman
Children
was
don't
dressing
read.
like that,
Look at the
children,
literacy levels.
yeah, like just be this up that. And there were like these people that were protesting it, and this lady was telling children that they were going to hell and their families were going to hell, and then saying that people out there were like all of us were, you know, interested in children. And so I flipped her off. And then
Yeah.
Republicans tried to be like, look at this unprofessional, uncouth, you know, crazy person. She's running for office. And
you.
so many, I feel like a lot of people in the Democratic Party and across politics in general would be like, oh no, like I should have spoken with my words instead of my fingers. And I was like, I'm not going to apologize. And when you're able to just say no to that, a lot of people feel like they can just say no to that. Like, screw you. You're telling children they're going to hell. We don't need to be respectful. We don't need to be ashamed.
Are going to hell. I can't stand children, but but not because of that. Not because they're with a drag queen.
But like,
If
you
anything,
should be
that would save
ashamed
them.
of non-consensual grabbing people. You don't need to be
You should
ashamed
be.
of flipping off a bigot. And maybe we can just like realize that and stick to our guns.
I appreciate that. You know, the thing that I learned, and this is what I was going to say, was like I used to think of everything so simply when it came to like electoral politics, and if you're like Democrat, then you're good, and that's that, and end of story, and that's it. And yes, I guess for some people, but like no, because I think even as wild as which you perfectly described as folks on the right, conservatives, Republicans in this case, being so crass and rude and uncouth and breaking the laws and breaking the rules and breaking decorum, but then turning around and wanting to keep all their opponents like shackled by these chains of decorum and respectability politics. That aside, like the Democrats are the ones who are providing the chains. The Democrats are the ones who are like trying to up the traditional, establishment Democrats have been the ones who've been like only interested in heavily invested in like the going through the motions of respectability regardless of substance, regardless of like not really fighting. They're just invested in maintaining a status quo that like is sliding down the hill into the pit of fascism. And they're just like, as long as we just look like we're behaving, as long as we're polite, then I don't care how you say the N word. And it's like, honey, that's not
Exactly.
it.
And it's like respectability isn't like compromising on basic human rights. And sometimes, like at this point, we're in this place now. Sometimes you have to be rude, and like that means calling like a point of order every 30 seconds, and it's uncomfortable for people. But like, so we just had our biggest door knocking operation this weekend. We knocked over $2,000, talked to over 3,000 people. It was awesome. There was this one guy who opened the door, and he was like, "Are you a progressive?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And he goes, "Then I'm not interested. Thank you very much," and closed the door. And honestly, that's fine. It was very like to the point. It like that was respectful. It wasn't like this whole thing of like, I'm cool with that.
You
like,
groomers.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not being like, oh, we should put the American people through hell with their SNAP benefits and then cave at the last second so they also lose their health care. And like at that point, why did you do the first thing if you were just going to cave anyway?
100%. I can't. We are so behind in terms of like a progressive agenda, which I know, like the establishment Democrats are not interested in progress in any way, shape, or form. I mean, I guess the most that I can say is that they care more about respectability politics than actually upholding the Constitution or the rights of their constituents or the interests or of their constituents. They care more about the respectability politics so much that they don't even want to be like appearing to be rude in taking away gay marriage. So
Right.
they're like, well, that would be rude. Like maybe that's as far as it goes, but like it's not because they really care about like marriage equality. It's just that they don't want to look like they're being rude, I guess. And that doesn't work these days. The name of the game is rude.
My old boss, shout out Andrew Lawrence, used to tell me Republicans are trying to bring the downfall of democracy and Democrats are trying to keep people in an orderly line for the downfall of democracy. And that's never left my brain since he said it. Just
That's
never.
the best one.
He's the best
It's
poster
true.
I have ever met in my life. Andrew, number one poster.
Andrew
Andrew, if
who?
you're watching this, Andrew Lawrence. He's a fantastic shit poster. He was my boss at Media Matters. Also the best boss I've ever had. He taught me because I used to be a bartender, and whenever I'd like call out sick, I'd be like, I can get a doctor's note. Like I'm feeling this way. Like give so much information. And he was like, Kat, just tell me you're taking off. I'll make sure to write it down. I am not entitled to that information. And I was like, you're such a good boss. You're such a good boss.
Holy
But
cow.
yeah.
Call me Andy? Yeah, it is. It has to be.
It's usually like Andrew Lawrence. So instead of the at symbol, it's just NDREWU. What's his Blue Sky?
Holy cow.
Does he have a mustache?
No. Do you have Blue Sky?
Oh, yes, I do.
It's just NDREW.
Okay, let me do it on Blue Sky.
Um,
I'll follow.
he posted yesterday, meeting your friends that seem to like me. I bet they smell my friends. Like he's just ridiculous. He also, what was his one of his most famous things? I don't know why I'm just like talking about my old boss now, but I will glaze him all the time.
I dig him. This guy.
Oh yeah,
Holy
conservative.
cow.
I have been censored for my conservative views. Me, holy shit, you were censored for wanting lower taxes.
Holy cow.
LOL, no, not those views. So deregulation, haha, not those views either. Which views exactly? Oh, you know the ones. Do you have any pets, by the way?
No, I used to have fish.
Are you a fish person?
I do love aquariums. I realize that I am I am a fish, not a fish person. I but fish were the best thing to I realized after years of having an aquarium, and I don't any longer because my apartment's too small. I have a terrarium. I have two small terrariums
Mhm.
that are like this big, about the size of my head. And that's what I'm actually interested in, like an ecosystem in a jar. I didn't realize that, which is an aquarium is basically the same thing.
It's higher upkeep though.
And so yeah, yeah, way more upkeep, way more, a lot more. There's like, animals in there. Um, and then when I realized, oh, I could do this kind of without the animals and it's way easier, then I just stuck some plants
Wait,
in
so
a
what
jar and
happened to
made
the
my
fish in the
own.
aquarium that you
I
don't
don't
have
know,
anymore?
honey. I think I got hungry. I know, just kidding. I did not eat the fish. I got rid of the fish died, and then when the fish died, I got rid of the aquarium in my when I was before I moved into my own apartment. So this is when I still
Gotcha.
lived at home with my
Gotcha.
mom, and all the fish died. But I was a freshwater girly with my neon tetras and angelfish and sharks and all those little things. It was nice.
I got a
Do you have pet?
I have a cat named Teeter. She's amazing. She might make an appearance. I got
Mm.
a fish tank when I was like in middle school, and I got some neon tetras, and then one of them was pregnant, like on the ride home, gave birth to all the fish, and then she died, and then the
On the
other
ride home
fish
from
ate all the
getting
baby fishes.
Yeah,
It was
they
like a
eat them.
whole soap opera in one ride, and I was like, maybe I'm not supposed to own fish. Um,
And that was the ride home with the fish
yeah,
from the store.
yeah. Um,
They need to do something about that. They need to say, listen, come on. If the fish is pregnant, at least get you the little. It's
He
like
was like,
this
I am
little
not paying child support. I am not
shelter.
raising these babies on my own. I'm just going to eat them. Rest in peace, little
Yeah.
fishies. What's
Oh,
your most
babies.
conservative opinion?
My most conservative opinion, you know, I have to think of an opinion. It kind of feels like circular. But my most let's see, conservative. Okay, so really conservative values are moral things, right? Not things that are economic. They're not supposed to be. Uh, so I'd say that my most conservative value is that, like, I think women and femmes, anyone who's going to wear like a dress, if you're going to wear a dress, you need to wear proper undergarments. You should wear
That's a good one.
proper undergarments if you're going to wear a dress. Bloomers, whatever you need.
Yeah.
Bloomers are old school, but I'm a bloomer girl. Not
You're a
like in a regular
bloomer
dress,
girl.
but like,
Okay.
well, if your dress is going to be so short that we're going to see
Right.
it flap up, which is lovely, I'm
Mhm.
here for it. But put on the right
Right.
undergarments.
I mean, unless
That's
the point is
conservative,
to
I
like
know,
give a
but that's
show,
it.
but even then, like just for the fashion aspect, they
Yeah,
better be
like have
cute.
it, prepare.
Yeah. 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 Um, I think mine, a lot of times in this question, you accidentally
Holy
like, you're like, well,
cow.
I think we should deregulate things. And it's like, so we can more easily build housing. And like that misses the point of the question. Um,
Yeah.
I saw a post the other day that was talking about Seattle Tinder, where people were saying that the bios are either like poly, looking for like another, or like no poly, I hate poly, don't
Holy
contact me if you're
cow.
poly. I think that poly. Holy cow, Mark C with $1,000 donated. Thank you so much. Anyone else wants to
Mark, what
donate
can I do?
$1,000 or $1?
Now I need to say something I'll do if we get another big donation.
What's something we want
What
Miss
can I do
Peppermint to
for
do,
Miss
y'all?
Bear?
We'll
Y'all say
we'll
it in the
lead it up
chat,
to the
and then
chat. Yeah.
let me know.
Um,
Yeah.
I do think that you shouldn't use a dating, like people that use dating apps for like polyamorous or like being like looking for a third, especially when you're like trying to like you're on like a like women dating app. Like I've used her and I'm just like, okay, you should be banned from every dating app. There should be a separate dating app
I
for that.
agree because you have, even if your profile, it's one of two things. It's either like a single person in my situation because I'm heterosexually oriented, so I'm
You're like, disgusting.
going back to the, yeah, straight men. Sorry about it, straight cis men. Anyway, but it's usually like a single straight man, like a straight man's profile. So it's like this guy
Yeah.
on there, and in his bio or in his thing, he'll say, "I'm like, ethically non-monogamous," or "I'm poly." But you're like, well, where? I need to hear from your partner. Like, I don't want to just hear from you. Or it's like two people in the picture, but it's always just like the guy running the account. And so, like, I don't know. That doesn't feel like, I feel like if you're going to have a dating app, and I'm sure, I guess they do, I'm sure somewhere we have like everything else. It should be like a couple's profile, like two people can communicate. You should be able to communicate with everybody involved.
Yes. Someone said, please get us our own
mean,
dating app. We don't want to be here either. However, we're not straight. So that's important context. We'll create legislation for dating apps, government run legislation for poly dating apps now. God, Fox News is going to clip that.
Now.
It's very serious. Yeah, I mean, like, I have friends that are like poly, and it works really well for them. But guys, I haven't used a dating app since 2021. I was just like, if I meet someone, I'm going to meet them in real life. And if I don't, then I'll just like die alone. It's fine. Yeah, that was always something that really annoyed me, especially when it came to like sapphic dating. And I was just like, all right, cool. Awesome.
well, were the other people, were the ladies on there, the person who's in like a relation, looking for a third?
Yeah.
Is that person on there late at night, like, hey, because it feels very booty call.
It would be
which
like
is
in the
fine,
bio, it'd
but,
be like a picture of this like gorgeous
Okay.
woman and then like a guy named Kevin next to her. And then it'd be like looking for a third in the bio. And I'd be like, no, thanks. And I don't know who's
I don't wanna do-
swiped
and then-
right.
Also, I have watched so many. I've been in the room and seen so many, like cracks turn into like avalanches in a relationship. I don't want to be there. I don't want to
Yeah.
be there. Somebody's gonna
Yeah.
get jealous. Something's gonna happen.
Asha, our producer, put, if I'm going out with a woman, why would a man be there? Why would a man be there? Why would a man be there? It's pissing me off. This is biphobic, Asha. I say as
Why
one
would
of
a man
out
be there? Why would
100s
a man be
queer
there?
people.
When I'm going out with a woman, I don't want to talk to a woman.
So I think that's my most conservative opinion. Asha,
Listen,
do you
I
want to come in
date
here
men, and I'm
give a
still like,
conservative
why is
opinion?
a man here?
And also talk about the cameo.
I'm trying to think about what what'd you say?
Talk about the cameo.
Oh
Come
my
here.
god.
What's the cameo?
You'll find out.
Is that Asha?
Hey, what do you say?
Okay.
Hi. I don't. Wait, what was my conservative opinion? I've already
I can't
forgotten.
remember, but a cameo.
Oh my god. We're bringing up Cameo because you're my best friend and I just started watching Drag Race and we watched your season and you're our favorite, and so I got her a cameo from you for her birthday. And then like less than 2 days later, Kat was like, "Yeah, Miss Peppermint's gonna come on stream," and I was like,
I'm here. Isn't that wild? Okay, so it must have been recent then, obviously,
cameo,
like
by the way.
in the past few weeks.
Yeah, so Asha's a client.
Okay.
"I am.
I love it. I love it.
I'm supporting
I
small
love it, I love
businesses."
it. Welcome to the family.
She's supporting small
You
businesses.
sure are, honey. You sure are.
My old
When I
boss
look at that
Andrew would get
total of-
like random Fox hosts for Christmas and be like talk to our team, and it'd just be like night shift, which makes it sound like we're at like a 24-hour mechanic shop, and they'd be like, keep up the good work, night shift, and it was very fun every single time.
We
We love Andrew.
Afraid of that because, yeah, I love Andrew. I'm afraid of like engaging. I'm not afraid of engaging with conservatives, but I am afraid of like having my guard down. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like if I got like a Fox host to give a message to like the trans children, it would go off the rails.
You got to be vague so that way they'll do like something like this was like say hello to Night Shift. We're huge fans. We watch you every night, which is true. My job, for anyone who doesn't know,
Okay.
was watching Fox News every night and like put something in there about Hunter Biden because that was going on at that point. It was very funny. But yeah, so I was just like, I thought it was very funny about Asha. And when I told her she were coming on, she was like, oh, okay. And she was thrilled. But at first she was like, I just got this cameo. Are you in?
Well, how was it, Asha? Was it
Was
good?
the cameo good?
I hope
It
so.
was great. It was fantastic.
She said it was great. It was fantastic, and she loved it. So amazing. Chat, let us know any cameo you've done in the chat, and I will give you all the sneak peek of what we're doing next week in 6 minutes because I don't want to waste Miss Peppermint's time. Miss Peppermint, how'd the name come about?
It's my favorite flavor candy, which I don't eat
Really?
a lot of, but it's still my favorite. Like mint in general is my favorite
Yeah. Do you like mint
flavor
chocolate chip ice
in
cream?
general. Is there any other kind?
Thank you.
I love. Hello, you too?
Oh my God, it
Yes.
is the first
You don't
ice
even
cream
want to see
flavor I
my
ever
fridge right now.
ate. Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, bless your folks, whoever gave you that ice cream cone, darling,
People are
because
dicks
it is
about mint chocolate
delicious.
chip. I'm like, you just don't have taste.
They really are. Y'all,
Ridiculous.
give it up. It's so good. Mint and chocolate. Mint goes with a lot of things very well, and especially chocolate. And it's delicious. I've never had anything better. That's the end of the story. Uh, um, I love the flavor, and I had a crush on, again, I had a crush on guy, some guy, and I knew even then he wasn't, yeah, honey, you ain't shit. Like, I knew, I was sitting in the 7-Eleven parking lot with this dude, doing nothing. Just sitting there staring at the wall, like listening to music, but that's what teenagers do. And then he was like, "Oh, well, you should call yourself Peppermint." And I was like, "Okay," because I was eating
Yeah.
peppermints and I love peppermint. And so then it kind of just stuck. I called myself fraudulently Angel because I was obsessed with Rent on
Okay.
Broadway. And then when that passed, I called myself uh, sort of like racially insensitively China
Okay.
randomly. Uh, just because I was like, here's the name. This was the 90s.
It's the
And then,
90s.
yeah, then I settled on, I mean, I know it sounds like a cop out, but like, there's lots of stuff that happened in the 90s.
Trader Joe's changed its
So,
branding too.
hey, you know what I mean? And so Peppermint it became, but it was a mistake because like my name's just Peppermint. And, when I'm like in drag, then it'll be like Miss Peppermint, but like that's as
Holy
specific as it
cow.
gets. And specificity is necessary for things like Google and the internet of the future.
Yeah.
And so like when you look for me, you have to like really search,
Yeah.
you
Wait,
know?
is your name legally Peppermint?
You
You
know,
don't have
they
to say
say
your
if
real name.
you use an yeah, thank you. If they say if you use an alias for like 10 years and that's how you're publicly known, then legally you can. That is like just like de facto
Wait, that's
your
so cool.
like Commonwealth name or whatever. I don't know.
I was really worried
But
for
so
the
yeah,
ballot that they would be like, it has to be Catherine, and then they were like, Cat's fine.
oh, yeah. And everybody knows me by that's the name people know me by, and even people like in my personal life, just that's the name that I go by. I do have like a government name, and but I don't use it.
Yeah.
So this is my name, but I haven't gone to like change the name Peppermint. I think I need to get my affairs in order because like after 2026, I feel like all bets are going to be off. So whatever you've grabbed on your way out the door is what you're going to have.
Yeah.
So I better grab my name.
I do love the idea of like that simping for a guy in high school, and you're like, yeah, this thing is now going to be a part of my identity. I love the album Is a Real Boy from Say Anything because this guy I had a huge crush on in high school, loved to say anything, and we would sit in his car and look at the stars and listen to that album. And then he had a girlfriend he was cheating on, it turns out. But I still love that album. It's a great album.
Surprise. Yeah. But you can there's always you can take something from it.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
took a name.
Exactly. And I took an album that I've listened to maybe 1,000 times. Miss Peppermint, is there anything you'd like to plug?
Holy
And I would love for people. Oh my gosh, yes, there is. How dare I not be ready? Do I have anything
Holy
close by?
cow.
Let me see.
If you need to get up and get whatever you're looking for, please do.
I'm in a corner, and even if I got up and got it, it wouldn't be like that exciting. So I'm just gonna use this, which is right here. It's not even that interesting, but
Also, someone
okay.
said, "Ooh, what's that?"
This is. Wait. This is so grandma of me. I could just send you the thing. I have it. Okay, let me tell you. This is my new pitch. The tea that you're drinking.
Uh-huh.
I'm a tea drinker. I don't drink coffee. But the
Me
tea
neither.
that you're drinking is definitely transphobic. It's transphobic because it's not doing what my tea does.
What is your
I've
tea?
developed a tea together with a fabulous small business, queer-owned, black-owned small business tea company called Moody Teas. And they make some fabulous flavors and teas and things like that. But I partnered with them to create a tea that gives back to the trans community. And so every sale of my new blend, which is called Transcendence, goes to support advocates for trans equality who help trans folks all over the nation with
Is there a
honestly
website?
the things that people need right now. It might be Trans Equality Now is their social media. That might be their website as well. Or
Um,
it might be A4TE,
I
like
found
A, then the number 4, TE.
brands.moodytees.co.
Oh, sorry. I was giving you the charity.
Oh, cool.
Um, brands.moodyteas.co is the name of the tea company. And if you search for Peppermint Transcendence, you could Google Peppermint Transcendence. It'll take you right to the blog. And then it's complicated. I'll send you the link. Um, but it's there on Moody Teas. And if you just search for Transcendence on their thing, then you can find it. I'd love for people to get themselves a tea gift set. Fuck Target, fuck Amazon, fuck all the big ones. It's all about small business and keeping it in the community. And if you can make a purchase, that'll also go towards helping out like disenfranchised people. You should do it. And so Transcendence, Peppermint's Transcendence Tea Blend is a great suggestion. It's a blue vanilla mint tea. It's decaf, like it's herbal, caffeine free, and it's delicious.
I'm sure it is delicious. I do have to ask. I am looking at this
Yes.
video of you promoting this tea, and I think it's an empty cup of tea. Is this true?
What's the video? Let me look.
Hold on.
Let me put eyes on you.
I will.
What's the? I
I'm
can't
gonna put
see.
it on
Holy cow.
on the stream, and I will. You can pull up the stream one sec.
Okay. How do I get rid of this?
You look very cute, but I was like, "Is this an
Okay,
empty cup of
thank
tea?"
you.
I am laughing. You look amazing. Which, girl, I get when
I
you're
think
filming stuff that involves food, you gotta just,
it's a different thing. It's not. Let's not. You're not sitting at the dinner table.
exactly.
I see a
Huh?
video
sorry.
ish, but I don't. Oh, you're playing. Oh wait, I have to go over to the stream. I'm looking in Discord. Let me go to your
Hold on. I can also send it on Discord.
AT. Boo.
All right, wait. I just sent you the link.
Boo, boo. Okay.
Putting her feet to the
Let's
fire,
making me
y'all.
sign in. Hold on.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Let's see what it is.
This bit has now
I
made you
guess
do so much work. I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Let me log in and see. No, I'm not a robot. Oh my God, it's gonna make me authenticate. A bus. I have to do the capture with the buses. Hold on. A bus? Is that a bus? Okay. It looks like there's only 2 buses. Like the 3rd bus. Okay. Verify. Bus.
Oh my God. It's live two-factor
It's the picture
authentication.
ones that keep
The content you can only get here.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not a robot. I'm logged in. Okay, great. She's trying. Watch. They're gonna get me. But let me just also go to your stream, which is right here. Live. Click. Let me mute it. Okay. Let me go back a bit. Did you put it in the
Yeah, it's on
in
the
the
stream.
stream?
It's on the stream like 2 minutes ago.
I'm scanning. I can't find it. Can you describe what I'm wearing?
You're wearing a blue dress or a white dress with blue flowers on it and holding a red cup with snowflakes.
Oh,
This
no,
was,
there's actually something in there. Okay, yeah. There's
from
actually
5 days
something
ago.
in there.
I
There's
regret
real-
doing this
it's
bit
real.
that has made you do so much work.
There's
But we
liquid
also
in
need
there.
to know. There is liquid in there. You swear. You swear on
I
that mug.
swear.
Okay.
It not a lot, but I in most
Not a
of the
lot,
videos
okay.
I pour it in.
Okay.
But we brewed tea. Now, I did not have my blend of tea when we were filming that because we were still fine tuning the blend.
Okay.
But there is tea in there. I was like, let's just put some tea. So there's a tea bag and real tea in there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, on that note, I will give you back the rest of your night. Thank you so much for coming on. This was a riot. Very fun. Everyone go get
You are the
Transcendence
best.
tea.
You
So
have my
are
support,
you.
100%. Everybody go get the tea. That's right. Did anybody even say anything in chat that they wanted me to do? I would have done something to get a higher donation, but that's okay. We'll do it for next time.
Next
I'll come
time.
back on
Amazing.
again if you want. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
See you later, love.
Keep me posted on the
Absolutely.
video,
Same
and I'll
here.
help you with the trans video. All right. Have a great night.
Mwah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. All right, y'all. Sorry for that 5-minute bit. I just wanted to put her on the spot, and then I made her do 2-factor authentication. But it was very funny watching it in authentication. Why did I put an F in there? Anyways, huh? Donor time. But first, we hit $500, which means we get to tell you about next week. And you can donate at catforillinois.com/stream. In the meantime, we can get some holy cows in here. I haven't heard a holy cow in a second. So next Sunday, a week from today, we are doing a streamathon, telestreamathon. We will be streaming for what? We will be streaming for 6 hours straight and doing a bunch of different fun things. We will have stickers that you can get by donating $10 or more. We will have matching donations. So that way when you donate, you also have even more money coming in. We are going to be doing a bunch of stuff. Asha has some surprises, I think.
What you say?
Yes, some surprises for Streamathon, Telethon?
Streamathon, yes. We're doing stickers.
We're doing stickers.
Matching
Matching segments.
Competitions.
We're going to have competitions. You're going to see Asha. We'll be doing it from 6 p.m. to midnight.
Yes, ma'am.
6 p.m. to midnight next Sunday right here. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let us know what you want to see for Stream a Telethon. Will Heater possibly grace us with her presence? Yes. And guess what? For one of our goals, I found her little watermelon hat. And I also have a little Santa hat for her that says Good Kitty. And I will put it on her on stream for you guys next Sunday. And then tomorrow, Brennan Lee Mulligan is coming on the stream at 6:30. Don't miss it. Turn on notifications. Yay. Who wants to play some video games? And let's shout out some donors. Can you send them to me on Discord?
Yes.
Amazing. Someone says since Heater's a cat, she will probably love being forced to be put in a hat. Yeah, she loves it, guys. She can't get enough of it. No, the only time I can really put a hat on her is when she's gone through surgery, like a tooth cleaning. And then she's so mad about it. And I give it to the vets and I'm like, put this on her. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream if you want to see Heater in a little hat. What game is being played tonight? I wanted something kind of chill. There's this game called Little Corners that like you can do like a little sticker arranging thing and it's fun. There's also a similar one. I want to do a cozy game tonight if that's okay. We got a shit ton of donies. Thank you, Asha. All right, shouting out some donors, and you can get a shout out at catforillinois.com/stream. You can donate any amount. Kai J, thank you so much for your donation. Caitlin D with our average donation of $32. Thank you so much. Zachary H, JC, Owen C, Tom K, Greg M with our average donation. Jonathan C with $150. W Jonathan in the chat. Thank you so much. That goes a long way on a campaign like this. I can't stress enough how your money is being used very thoughtfully and purposely. I have, with staffers, slept in hostels instead of fancy hotels when we were traveling because we want to make sure we're not wasting your money. Kat, can we get you playing Balatro? I already played Balatro with my boyfriend Ben, and you can find that on our streams on YouTube. Stephen F, thank you so much. Anthony V, Timothy B, Erica G with our average donation. Theodore H, thank you so much. Atifa G, great to see you. Matthew P, thank you. Anna G, Anthony A with $100. W Anthony in the chat. Sam S, thank you so much. And I am scrolling through photos. Theodore H again, thank you. William B, thank you. James W with $150. W James in the chat. Mark C with $1,000. Holy shit, thank you so much. We will be that's unbelievable, truly unbelievable. I can't stress enough how awesome it's been to see how this form of fundraising / communicating with people has not only been fun, but also transparent and also really exciting. even with like call time, which is how politicians get most of their money and what we're replacing with this, you get excited when you get a donation, but it's nothing like being able to share it with people and also explain how your money's being used. So when you donate at catfreeillinois.com/stream, where is your money going? It is going to a campaign where we pay all of our staff a living wage. It is going to reaching out to the community. We just knocked 2,000 doors with our volunteers this weekend. If you were one of them, thank you so much. It was a lot of fun to do this with you. We reached more than 3,000 people. When you are donating to our campaign, you're paying for a campaign office that doubles as a mutual aid office. As Asha mentioned in the chat, we knocked 2,000 doors in the snow. And by snow, I mean like it went up to my calves in some areas. You're also paying for events that are accessible to everyone. We don't have fancy cocktail hours that cost $500 to get into. At all of our events, you can literally donate $1 if you can't afford any of our tiers and email us. And if there's a spot left, we'll make sure you're there. Which, by the way, we have our campaign holiday party coming up on the 12th. So buy a ticket to that. The theme is Our Lawyers Made Us Change the Name of this show. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we also want to use it as an opportunity to collect winter gear. So bring any scarves, hats, gloves, or coats that you are no longer using. Also, Theodore H., thank you for $9. And your donation is helping us put on events like that and making sure that we're reaching everyone in the community. Can you drop the original name? I'm too curious. No, our lawyer made us change the name of this show. Okay, let's play. Boom, boom. Little Corners.
What is this called?
Little Corners. I wonder if there's a category just for cozy game.
I mean, the game might be on.
Yeah, it's a really small game. Okay. Okay, I want chat to be able to vote. Can we do a poll?
Yes. Give me 1 second.
'Kay.
What is this game called again? Corner?
Little Corners.
Little Corners?
Yeah. So we have some options here.
And yes, you want chat to be able to vote?
Yes. Our options are cottage.
Wait.
I'm just gonna run chat through it.
Wait, it's right. Cottage.
Ruins,
Uh-huh.
Viking.
Okay.
What do we want the fourth one to be? Pirate. Viking and pirate.
Holy cow!
All right, guys, vote. Which one do you want? And make sure to put a hashtag before. Also, someone said, is it 3.5K and 7K for primary and general total donation sums? Yes, you can donate up to $7,000 for an individual, $14,000 for a couple. And if you're going to do that, maybe consider doing matching donations for our streamathon next Sunday. We would love to have you, and it really gets people excited for donating. So you can just shoot us a message on Discord or email us at hello@catforillinois.com, and we can make that happen. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream though. Says Twitch not counting.
What did you say?
Says Twitch not counting.
What? What?
Rigged. Rigged.
No, Twitch counting.
Bunch of people are putting number 4.
Well, maybe I messed up the poll. Did you ever think of that?
Asha said maybe I messed up the poll. Did you ever think of that?
Okay, guys, I'm giving up.
All right, I'm just gonna do
Everybody fucking with 4, so do pirate.
okay, everyone's fucking with 4. We'll do pirate. No, I'll figure it out. So I love little cozy games like this. Drop your questions, by the way, in the chat. Oh, someone mentioned DSA forum while I was talking to Miss Peppermint. So there was a DSA forum this weekend that I was supposed to be at, and I couldn't make it. I was at a Palestinian community event talking with... Maybe I should have taken that. Oh, there we go. Talking about support among the Palestinian community, especially as AIPAC sets their sights on us. I'm very sorry I couldn't make it, but we are trying to, we really want to set up time to create a mutual aid event, and I am a dues-paying DSA member, as well as Democratic Socialist. We very much appreciate the work that anyone here might be involved with, and we're very sorry we couldn't make it. But just know it was not out of spite. It was just one of those shitty campaign things where everything gets in the way of everything, and we're very sorry. Drop your questions in the chat. Ooh, different music? Oh, cute. I have a green quilting mat like that. Breadboard, rug. This is a cute game, guys. All right, do we have a door in here? Yeah. I feel like this is a good door place. Silly question, but was the more matching coming out after mine a coincidence, or did mine just inspire those? Oh yeah, Vi inspired it, 100%. We love Vi here. It was so successful, people felt like their donations could matter even more, even if it's like $5. So if you are considering doing matching donations, Vi did it once and it was really, really successful, and we appreciate any help we can get. And donate at catforillinois.com/stream. Questions in the chat. I am really excited to do more door knocking. Today was really awesome. I am so grateful. Is anyone in the chat? Were y'all volunteers today? If you were, thank you. That feels like it'd be hard to reach, so I'm gonna put it in the middle one for documents you're using on a regular basis. Are you still optimistic about funding this campaign mainly through Twitch? Are you sure you still want to do call time? As I admitted in the last stream, I am doing call time, but specifically it's to call existing donors about doing matching donations for the stream. So I'm sorry that I have betrayed everyone, but it's been really exciting and people are excited to motivate others to get involved. We don't just fundraise through Twitch. We get a lot of our fundraising through digital and through like when something happens, a lot of people will donate, which is very nice. What'd you say? Yeah. But it's been really incredible. I think this is a huge aspect of it. But we've never just fundraised through call time. We are unique as a campaign in that we have spent, we get almost all of our money digitally. Aja, can you change our category to cozy games?
Yeah, you don't want it on the gimmicks.
Yeah, just for discoverability.
Okay.
Okay. Kat, have you been contacted by other campaigns?
There's no cozy games category.
Huh?
No
Oh, someone said they're cozy games. Oh, is a category people play online. Oh, I was wondering about Twitch. But if not, that's fine.
Nope.
Okay. Have you been contacted by other campaigns regarding a playbook of some sort on how to better run their own campaigns? Yeah, a lot of campaigns have contacted us to ask about especially mutual aid and how to best use that. Also, can we move my face either like to the top right corner?
Yes, give me 1 second.
Or further down?
Can you go to full screen for a second?
Yeah. Thank you. And so it's been really cool being able to work with people on that. How much time does an average candidate do as call time? This varies from candidate to candidate, especially in different races at the local or national level. Some people spend like 6 to 8 hours doing it. I knew a candidate.
You're gonna have to move your camera
Okay, wait, never mind. I mean, it's fine.
it's easy.
Okay, cool.
So go back or go to
I need studio mode.
and then
Yeah.
react.
Sorry, guys, we're doing a whole thing over here.
And then you just move your little thingy into a little box.
Cool. So we're gonna go to this. I'm gonna do a little edit. One sec. So like I knew one candidate who is a very nice person whose campaign manager literally won't let them do in-person events until they reach $600,000 on call time, which sucks. And I'm sorry. If you could get anyone on stream, who would it be? Brenly Mulligan, which is tomorrow. Yay! I like this tentacle. He's cool. Ooh, where's that little thing? My feet were so freaking freezing earlier. I'm glad to just be playing cozy games here. But probably Zoran. I mean, what's your dream stream guest besides Brennan and Asha?
It's crazy because it was Brennan.
It was Brennan. He was literally on a category on our like stream guest reach out list that was like.
Rachel Zegler.
Ooh, Rachel Zegler's a good one. Yeah.
I love her. I'm obsessed with her. Stop saying.
Who are y'all's dream guests? How do you balance fundraising with ICE protesting / protesting in general? Have you slowed down on the protest front to better focus on your campaign? I mean, we don't really fundraise through protests. We're very grateful that, like, once we were, attacked by the administration, we were like, we have to pay legal bills. And also being like, this is what a representative should be doing. But even then, we had so many people donate because of, like, how I've been brutalized by ICE that we were, like, very touched. But we also wanted to give back to the community, especially because there are people that have been doing this type of work for years and years. And so we donated $10,000 to ICER, Sanctuary Evanston, and Sanctuary Niles, and the NLG. I have not like slowed down on the protest front, but also I am facing an active case. So we have been really careful about where we are and what we do. Sorry, I'm like changing my mind on a lot of these guys. What should I put right there? If anyone has suggestions right here, let us know. What if you could choose anyone alive or dead to have on stream? I don't know. I miss Mac Miller. Just bring him back just for funsies. Thanks, Blue. I could also play a more action-packed game. I'm just still, my toes are still freezing, so I'm just kind of chilling. God, I love cozy games so much. When are you making baklava again? I just made so much of it, bro.
Holy
I made
cow.
so much baklava. It's insane. It's all... Asha, can you grab it from the stove? I might eat some. Also, can you give me some more hot water? Yes. Thank you. But we need to make some on cam. Huh? Oh my God, please. What is the name of this game? It is called Little Corners, I think. It's basically like those sticker packs you get where you get to like design a little room. Ta-da! So much sugar in this. Baklava. Here you go, put on camera. Ta-da!
Holy cow.
Holy cow. Thanks, Jonathan G. Is this game calling old-timey naval cannons cozy? It's kind of insane you wouldn't think old-timey naval cannons are cozy, but you do you. Can I put the captain's thing on that? Oh my god, amazing. Boop. Will you be doing the Somewhere News podcast again, or perhaps having Cody or one of the others on your stream? I actually asked Cody and Katie to be some of my first stream guests, but I was like, also, I understand that it might be uncomfy to like come onto your friend's fundraising thing. But they're both great people. I'll probably come on some more news. And are you doing any interviews anytime soon? We're doing interviews all the time. We're always talking to reporters, etc. Campaign life. One of the really interesting things about running for office is seeing things that are just blatantly untrue about you being spread as fact, which like I know is just like, well, yeah, Kat, like, duh. But it's just something crazy to see. Oh, I found a hidden sticker. Fun. I don't know how I did that. I suggest you drink peppermint tea when you do the longer stream. It will rehydrate your vocal cords. Yeah, I am what time are we having Brennan on tomorrow? 6:30. 6:30 Central Time. What are top 5 cat lies?
She can read.
I can read. No, as far as lies about me, I like the ones that make me sound like some supervillain. I really like the ones that are like, she and her boyfriend are so rich, her millionaire boyfriend, like the comedy biz is making those big bucks. Those are always just like very funny. Also the ones that are like, you moved here to run for Congress and, huh? I didn't, but also the idea that like, I decided to move here to this district to run because it'd be I don't know, easy or something, when like, no, I live here because it's a good place to live. I ran here because it's a fun place to live. Those are 2. Natural blonde. I have a lot of people that ask if I'm a natural blonde, and it's like, bro, just look at my eyebrows. It's so easy. For those who don't know, you can find someone's natural hair color by looking at their eyebrows. I don't know why people think I'm not short. I am short and I never lie about it. Okay, so that's 3. I don't know if anyone has any ideas, let me know. Eyebrows can be dyed. In that case, I think the person deserves to just call it their natural hair color for the commitment at that point. I'm trying to make like a little pantry here. I guess I can do it with this scary bottle. Oh yeah, I guess I can't do it just from the top. All right. Questions in the chat. Or y'all can just watch me play this little game. That's fine too. But we set up time to do stream, so we do stream. Huh? Oh, cool. Plug what? Oh, donate at CapForIllinois.com/stream. Someone asked what my actual height is. 5'1" on a good day, but really 5 feet. Is that a floor door? Does it open and lead to the basement? I don't know, man. It's a pirate ship. Leads to the brig. Oh, that goes over that. Damn. I'm really about realism here. Below decks. Amen, brother. I had someone that got mad at me today because I was wearing a coat and boots in the snow, and they were saying that, like, look, a lot of people can't afford those, and that is very true, which is why I'd also like to say I think everyone should be warm during winter, and so if you have any extra winter gear, please bring it by our office at 7016 North Clark Street. Ooh, what's that? We have a mutual aid hub where people can come and get what they need, and we would love that. Someone asked, they were mad at you for wearing a coat. People get mad about a lot of stuff on the internet, and that's fine. Maybe I'll put more books up there. How do we feel about the cozy game, y'all? Donate at cafeillinois.com/stream. I haven't heard a holy cow in a while. We only have 30 minutes to go. Come on, guys. cafeillinois.com/stream. Huh? Oh, never mind. We have an hour, but still. I miss when Asha did my calendar. Asha's the best calendarer. Calendarer. Yeah, you hated it so much. This game reminds me of unpacking. That's why I liked it. So, like, I just look for games that make me feel like unpacking because it's one of my favorite games and I played it so many times. There's another game. The other game that I was considering playing is very like unpacking, and it's very cute.
Kat, I just got the sweetest text ever.
But what?
You should actually don't know if you want to show this picture. You can. This is basically the woman who raised me because my parents are both doctors, and so they weren't really like.
So Asha got a very sweet text, and
This woman, she came into my life when I was 1, and I saw her every single day until I was like 10, and she just sent me this text. She's a teacher.
oh, hey, I just wanted you to know how proud I am of you working for a candidate that stands up for the rights of immigrants. Some of their children are in my class, and it terrifies me to think about them having to go through such a horrible experience. I hate that they have to think about that too.
This woman is also like quite conservative.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so everybody hates ICE.
Everybody hates ICE.
Truly, it doesn't matter. Egan's, if you're watching, I love you dearly. But yeah. Anyways, sorry to interrupt.
No, that's sweet.
Isn't that sweet?
I
I get on average like one of those every 2 weeks. People being like, "Hey, I saw you work for that cat woman. Good job."
Someone asked, as a formerly houseless person for many years, the homelessness epidemic is very important. What solutions do you have to help homelessness in your district? Completely agree. This is something that we care about very much. I'll go into long-term solutions in a second, but obviously those are more, I'd say difficult, but they're higher, they just take more work, which is why a lot of people don't do them and why a lot of our leaders won't do them. First off, but for short-term solutions, in the meantime, we need to be supporting places like food banks, which we are trying to do right now on the campaign. When SNAP benefits were cut, we're going to do a monthly donation to Niles Township Food Pantry of $2,500 every single month until the shutdown ended. It ended shortly after that, but we would have continued doing that. But still, food pantries can only provide one meal for every 9 that SNAP does. We also need to be working and funding more like direct action organizations. That means helping places, especially with respite centers and shelters. But even then, the shelter system is not just overloaded. There's a lot of it that there are tons of regulations, requirements that make a lot of people not go to a shelter, even if they could. For instance, not being able to bring their pets, something that they love very much that has been their sole company while being unhoused. So easing those regulations are something that we can do, especially at the state level, fairly easily, and providing more flexibility for these types of organizations. In the long term, we need to have guaranteed income, I believe, starting with especially families. A lot of both homeless and stay-at-home parents can't afford to create their own savings, or they don't leave a domestic violence situation if they are housed because they're worried about being unhoused. So having income for stay-at-home parents as well as Social Security for those people as well is really important to me. That's something that we see over and over again of people staying in a relationship because they're going to be screwed otherwise. And our top two issues on the campaign are anti-authoritarianism and what I call basic existence, the idea that everyone deserves to afford housing, groceries, and healthcare with money left over to save and spend. Ooh, can I hang the birdcage from the ceiling? Yeah, leave your requests in here. And if you donate, I will also do something crazy with the birdcage. I don't know. Something nutso. I'll put this right here. This right here so we get some sunshine. So basic existence is the idea that everyone deserves to afford housing, groceries, and healthcare with money left over to save and spend. And that's because building more housing with federal incentives to work with local businesses, universal healthcare, including mental, dental, and vision, and also protections against price gouging all save us money, and they just cost billionaires to pay their fair share. How horrible. Someone also said the shelter system is abominable in most cities. Drug abuse goes hand in hand with homelessness as well. No strings attached housing to help addicts get back on their feet is above. Yeah, that's also a huge thing with harm reduction. Talking about not punishing people for drug abuse is really important, and also having affordable rehabilitation is really important. This is something that we can also support right now with local organizations. Like One North Side is one in our area that does a lot of incredible work. These are some of the things that I think about a lot. I'm sure there are others that I am very engrossed in this game and this discussion that I am forgetting. But those are the main ones. I think that the way, and also reversing the Trump executive order that essentially criminalizes not having a home is unbelievably fucked. Also, guaranteed income is really important. I did a stream with two constituents. One, Pete, who Pete helped spearhead Chicago's guaranteed income program. That's seen as the best way to get people out of poverty, no strings attached. Like at our campaign, we could have more stats for the people that we help with our mutual aid hub, but then we would be, fewer people would come in because that scrutiny makes people less likely to get the help that they might need. There was also a question, what have you done in your campaign that you're most proud of? I would say the way that we've pressured other politicians and candidates, including some in my race, to change their tactics, whether it's the way they communicate or taking like a more aggressive approach in protesting ICE. And I don't care if it's because they care or because they don't want to get seem less woke or whatever than the 26-year-old bimbo. Elected officials and people with power and privilege and a platform make everyone safer when they stand up with us. And so I've been very proud of helping put pressure on elected officials to do that. Thoughts on boom boom. I saw a question in here I wanted to answer. Does a lot of your support come from people out of state? This is something that our campaign has been criticized for. Oh, this is probably in top 5 cat lies, of just seeing things that are blatantly untrue being pushed. Talking about how a lot of our donors are from out of state, which is true. But we also have the most in-district donors of probably every candidate in our race combined. We can't confirm that until people are as transparent as we are with our finances. But it's something that we have a lower percentage, and that's because we have a, that's because people are giving like $5 or $10, but every donation is still just one vote. Each person, if they're donating $1,000 or 32, there's still one vote. And so, you know, a lot of, as Miss Peppermint and I were talking about earlier, a lot of politics is national now. People are learning what's going on in other places, and they may or may not donate because of that. So we're really lucky to have a lot of support from a lot of places, but we also have tons of in-district support. That's why we have the most volunteers. That's why we knocked 2,000 doors this weekend. It was really exciting. I want this like pool table thing. Oh, I guess it's a desk. Ooh, I love that dual holy cow. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream. I get so many emails from other candidates running for office. Yeah, so fun fact, we have a lot of people that say, I don't want to donate on Act Blue because then I'm going to get so many emails. This is unfortunate, but when you get an email or a text from a candidate you've never heard of, it's actually not Act Blue selling your data. It's a candidate you donated to in the past. This is a very common practice in the political realm. You can make a lot of money off of it, but we don't do that. So when you donate to us, you are donating to a campaign that will protect your data. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream. We got to hit 4K tonight, y'all. Let's talk about where your money will go to. I really like that question of what are you most proud of on this campaign? Here are some small stories from our campaign office where we operate our mutual aid hub that have been really impactful for me. We had a mother come in who really needed baby formula, but her paycheck hadn't come in yet. And she came in, she knew that she could come here and get baby formula. And just knowing that this was a place where she could get that with no judgment was really incredible. Treasure map between the shelf and the desk below. Love that idea. We can put it on this little bulletin board too. A little study center for the pirates. We have a lot of immigrants come into our office because a lot of them are scared to go outside now, unfortunately. And I love these double holy cows. And just so you know, this is where your donations go, is from this type of stuff. Sick. Ryan C was 69. Nice. W Ryan in the chat. And so we had a man come in who needed something to mend his pants with. And we were like, do we have that? And then we realized we commissioned all these embroidery kits because I love embroidery for the campaigns. We have one that says no Illinois, I hate Illinois Nazis, no kings, and tax the rich. And so we were able to give him one of these kits, and he was like, amazing. So now I can mend my pants. And he just took the needle and thread and walked out. And that was great. Questions in the chat. Do you have enough whistles? We have so many whistles, ice whistles. People are always welcome to send them to us. You're also welcome to send mutual aid supplies at us to 7016 North Clark Street. If you do so, please include your name, your address, your email address, and your employer and occupation. We're not weird. We just have to ask for FEC reasons. So this game is so cute. I've never played this game. In a previous stream, you offered to have a donor join the Among Us game with the staff for 500. In the future, could you choose instead a random donor or maybe the first donor instead of making it based on contribution amount? That's a cool idea for another stream of having something. We're thinking about doing like a Kahoot type of thing where we could have multiple people in it, or like a Jackbox game like that. We tried to create incentives for people to donate more because this is how we're supporting a grassroots campaign. But that's definitely a consideration for a future stream, and we appreciate the feedback. Tea string in my mouth. It's so cool. All right, we're almost at 2K, guys. We're almost halfway to our goal. Can we get there? We have $27 to go. Can we get a $27 donation? catforillinois.com. All I want for Christmas is to be able to fund our campaign and knock some doors. And hit me with game suggestions where you want things. Squid on the back of the chair. Hell yeah. Oh, I wish I could put him at the desk. I guess I can do this one. And then take this one out, and then we'll have Squid chair there.
Holy cow. Holy cow.
We love to see it. Holy cows. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream. Some other impactful things from this campaign. Like some of the things that I've been most proud of and loved seeing / doing. We had a family come in or that was passing by, and they seemed curious about the campaign office. And they had like 2 kids in strollers and another kid. We asked them to come in and, or we said, oh, someone asked, is there any way to see exactly how much you raised and where it's gone? Yes, you can go to the FEC website and you will find our FEC reports. Any expense or donation that is over $200 is up there. They go up at the end of the quarter. So this couple came in with their kids, and Ben's mom wrote a children's book, and she sent us a bunch of copies for our little library in the office. And so we were able to, so I was like, do you guys want a book? And they went home with this book. And then the kid came back and asked for a sticker and put it on their tricycle, which was so cute. How much does one have to donate for the Holy Cow to go off? Literally $1. Holy Cow happens with $1. Uh-oh, octopus, kraken, uh-oh. Someone said I'm in between classes right now, but saw your live. Just want to show my support. Thank you. Where should I put the sword? I'm gonna give it to the monkey. Now he has a sword. Asha, what do you want to talk about? Something positive. Heater is a sweetie, a little sweetie pie, sweetie bug, who I love. Asha has her last paper due tomorrow at 12:30.
I'm so grateful to our mods for pulling up when I needed them.
We love our mods. What should we do about AI? Regulate it. I just asked that in the chat. Regulate it. One policy proposal that I have mentioned, and something that I think we can actually get Republicans to vote for as well, because this is like the only thing they didn't support with Donald Trump's big bullshit bill is I want it behind the sword. Oh nope, there we go. Is like, you know, when your phone asks for cookies, hey, $2,000, hell yeah, we love to see it. catforillinois.com/stream. Let's get some donos in here, y'all. Is like, you know, when your phone asks for cookies, having that, but instead creating legislation that forces companies, especially social media companies, anything online really, to ask you to opt in to them using your data and your work to train LLM models, or AI models, learning language models. Models. Look at that little crab. He's so cute.
Holy cow.
Why is Trump asking the Supreme Court to remove birthright citizenship when the 14th Amendment couldn't be clearer? What does he gain from this? Racism. He gains racism. He's asking because racism. Because he's racist. What about the environmental impact of AI? Yeah, we also need to regulate how data centers are allowed to operate, and also reparations for communities that have been impacted by them, which are disproportionately Black and brown communities. It's horrendous. It's a horrendous time for everyone. Remember when NFTs were a thing? Everyone was like, this is the way, this is the future.
Holy cow.
You technically can screenshot it, but I own a blockchain.
Crab on a tentacle, that's a great idea. Huh? You might lay down on the couch? Go for it. I love Vi's suggestions here. Are you just too cozy? She's so eepy. I want to put something else on this shelf and then we can do a different one. Hi, sweet girl. Heater's here, guys. She's here. She just came in the room. All right, what do we think? Oh, am I supposed to make it look like that? I'm not. Amazing. All right, let's do another one. If elected, who would you like to see nominated for speaker? I get asked this a lot. I am less concerned about, not to poop on your design skills, but the room's starting to give off hoarder vibes. Look, it's a game about designing a little room. Let's do ruins. What'd you say?
I've been designing rooms too.
But your rooms don't look what? Crowded? Okay. You don't need to be mean. I'm just trying to make it fun. Sure. I love you too. What was I talking about before this? If someone remembers in the chat, let me know. Oh, a speaker. I am less focused on who it is and more on what they'll vote for. So I will be very public. Can I put the deer in the well? That anyone I vote for speaker will have to confirm to me that they will support the Block the Bombs Act. They will support banning stock trading in Congress, and that they will support anything. I mean, who knows what the world will look like in 2026, but I want to make sure that whoever I support, is publicly committed to X, Y, and Z morally right thing to do. And if they decide to back out on that, people will know that they promised to do so. See if you can put the skeleton down and then the knight on the skeleton. Where's the skeleton? Skeleton. Wow. I can. I'm gonna put him back right now, but he'll come back, don't worry. Donate at cafeillinois.com/stream. If you like little cozy games, donate at cafeillinois.com/stream. And if you don't, well, I'm sorry. Life is exhausting, and we gotta have some coziness. IMO. cafeillinois.com/stream. Suppose basic existence were to be implemented. Would people receiving benefits like SNAP lose them? So for those who are tuning in right now, our idea of basic existence is everyone deserves to afford housing, groceries, and healthcare with money left over to save and spend. I mean, obviously there are transition periods, and we would have assistance for people who need it at the even with protections against price gouging and more housing built and universal health care. But the idea is to get to a point where no one needs that, where people have what they need and aren't struggling to survive just because this whole system has been built to do so. Donate at cafeillinois.com/stream. Ooh, pretty. I love flowers. I love making floral arrangements. I used to make them every week and post them online. Yeah. These flowers are poisonous. Well, guess what? This room's full of skeletons, so. Thoughts about a rising tax scale for every additional housing unit you own after 2. That's an interesting idea. That's something I think about. I want to hear some holy cows, guys. catforillinois.com/stream. Asha, do you want to hear some holy cows?
I really want to hear some holy cows.
Asha wants to hear holy cows, and no one wants to disappoint Asha. At least, that's what I've heard. Thoughts on Elon becoming a trillionaire? Fuck that guy. How are you liking this game so far, Kat? It's chill. You know, I've been walking around all day. Been knocking doors. Been, so narcolepsy, which I have, sometimes there is you get insomnia, which is really cool because it's like, oh, you get the worst of both worlds. And for me, it's pretty rare. I only get insomnia like every few months. But I got that the night before last, and so I was going into our largest canvas launch with literally 0 hours of sleep, and I slept for 17 hours last night. Oh, I should do an Elon rant with Brennan Lee Mulligan tomorrow. Stream scheduled for this week. Brennan Lee Mulligan is tomorrow at 6:30. Asha's very excited. I'm very excited. We're both dropout girlies. And then on Sunday, we're doing our streamathon where we're streaming for... And we're also going to be live Thursday. Do we have a guest for Thursday? Just chilling on Thursday. And our streamathon on Sunday will be for 6 hours straight. On average, how many hours do you spend on the campaign? By how much have you increased your sleep debt? I spend every hour on the campaign. That's part of the reason that these streams are kind of nice, because I can't enjoy things without thinking about the campaign. And so now I get to do stuff I like, such as play video games, and not think about the campaign too, and know that like I'm helping the campaign while I do this. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream if you think it's good that I'm doing things I like. Seriously though, y'all have given me the ability to do hobbies that I really enjoy, which I miss doing. catforillinois.com/stream. I want to hear a holy cow, or 2, maybe 3, mayhaps.
Holy
There we
cow.
go. Someone, Timothy V, likes that.
Holy cow.
Thank you. Thank you, Christopher L. Asha, I might need your computer to do donor shout outs in a bit.
Cow.
Computer, not screenshot.
Yeah, because I'd have to X out of this. It's the whole thing. Okay. Looks messy. Thoughts on charter schools? Public dollars should go to public schools. Plain and simple. The answer isn't to just keep pushing public dollars to schools that only some children are able to attend. We need to be making our public schools better. There is no reason America shouldn't have the best education system in the world. Little squirrel. Is there a nut that he can hold? I think he's holding a nut. That's cool.
Holy cow.
Holy cow, we love to hear it. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream. We got 30 more minutes, y'all. All right, we got some donors to shout out.
Starting at Lindsay.
Thank you. All righty. Lindsay H, thank you so much for your donation. Jonathan R, thank you. Jonathan D, thank you so much, with $1 more than our average donation of $32. Donald A and Donald A, thank you. It's great to see you, bud. J Maria N, thank you. Fabian V, thank you. Zachary P, thank you. Craig, who we love Craig, with 8647, thank you so much. Ryan C with 69, nice. Carlos Y, thank you so much. Zachary W, thank you so much. Andrew S, thank you. Andrew M with 69, nice. Donald A, thank you again. Carlos Y, Paul O, Matt B, Timothy V, Christopher L, and Giorgio K. Thank you so much. And if you guys want to shout out W Donos, you can do so by donating at catforillinois.com/stream. Look, they're best friends. The squirrels are best friends.
They can't see.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Look, the squirrels are best friends. Where's the skeleton? He can be best friends with the squirrels.
Holy cow.
Is there like a rock I can put there? Put these guys right there.
Holy cow.
I love these holy cow sounds. Yeah, I really want an esports peace prize. Very necessary. Everyone's looking for the FIFA peace prize. I can't believe he got it this year. Imagine being Asha and Kat and inventing the future of political campaigns. That is so true. It's like really cool because this is something completely new to be done at this scale, and we're doing it just to goilies, not to diminish our own accomplishments. But it's really exciting. Like, I know we say that a lot on the stream, but this is a big deal, what we're doing and what we've proven with this. And you guys can help us keep proving it at catforillinois.com/stream. Kat, do you suffer from ADHD? I don't think so. I got narcolepsy, though. I'd like to not have narcolepsy. I think that'd be really cool. Aside from driving, what else have you fallen asleep through that's of note? Oh, so many things. They're like, it used to be a bit growing up being like, oh, like Kat's asleep. Well, I was Katie then. Teachers would call on me. So like in narcolepsy, you have, you're in REM sleep. So you're basically dreaming, for all the time that you're asleep. You don't really go into deep sleep. And, so I'd have teachers call on me trying to like get me when I'd be asleep and make me look stupid, and then I would just be like answer the question correctly because I was still kind of awake, and I don't remember doing it. Did this traveler drink a potion that was too strong? He's just he's just a skeleton. He's a skeleton that likes rusty armor, and he's sleeping. He's sleepy.
Somebody's trying to rage bait in the chat by calling me old.
Someone's trying to rage bait Asha. Stop trying to rage bait Asha. Ugh, I wish I could make it like go underneath like certain aspects of this. Look how angry this owl looks. He's so cute. You guys don't stop trying to rage bait Asha. I'm gonna tell mom. Are y'all on the Discord yet? Discord.gg/catforillinois. I love a chill stream. Thanks, guys. Drop your cues in the chat. A big part of this is like being able to talk for 2 hours without a script, which is something a lot of politicians just refuse to do. But not us. So ask your spicy
Holy
questions.
cow.
Ah, Sebastian R with 69. Nice. We're all 12 years old mentally here. What do I want to be like the centerpiece of this room? Is this boring, by the way?
Holy cow.
Amazing. We donate at catforillinois.com/stream. We've got 20 more minutes of 2 10-minute intervals. 20 more minutes.
I told them that 2200 I would go on and rhyme for as long as I could.
Asha, go ahead and rhyme. I'll play my game. so stupid.
I don't know if I can do
Hold on. I'll time it.
Oh, God.
If you get over
I'm
2
sitting
minutes,
down.
I'll do something
2
for you.
minutes?
Yeah.
That's like long.
Yeah. You made this.
Ay, ay. Pulling up.
Okay, go. Ridiculous.
Are you ready? Blue, delete that message. Can you delete that message from Blue? Thank you. Have you ever had a game that was so cozy? Have you ever been in the ring around the rosy? Have you ever listened to a nursery rhyme? Have you ever wondered if you had enough time? Have you ever been a man whose name was Blue? Have you ever wanted another shoe? Have you ever been large? Have you ever been small? Have you ever been big? Have you ever been tall? I have not been tall. My name is Catherine. Catherine Finger. That's Lauren. And then there was a thing called the Twitch chat. It was nice to me, but it was not very fat. And I have to go back to the have yous. Have you ever been a chatter? Have you ever seen a stream? Have you ever been a liar? Have you ever been a thief? Have you ever have you ever have you ever been a first-time chat? Have you ever been a hat? Have you ever been a girl who wants to have that? Have you ever been shopping? Have you ever been poor? Have you ever wanted a heater to keep you from the floor? Have you to warm up the floor? Have you ever donated to a big campaign? Have you regretted it? Have you used Act Blue's name? Have you ever guys, no, I was rhyming that whole time. Wait, thank you for the snaps. Snaps. Is this a filibuster? Kendrick Lamar, don't want this. Cat in the Hat, yes. Shout out that Allie Beardsley reference. Worth every cent because it stinks. Wait, I can start again. Wait.
All right.
Please. Wait, go to full screen. I'm ready. I'm locked in. That was the warm
I'm
up.
still gonna play my game.
She's still.
You know what? I'll listen.
You'll listen? Wait,
Yeah.
this is huge. Wait, you started it, but I haven't started yet.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Yes, this is. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Now I'm struggling. Okay.
Okay. Wait. Are you ready?
Yes. Have you ever been locked in? Have you ever been chat? Have you ever been naughty? Have you ever worn a hat? Have you ever been a lamp? Have you ever been dark? Have you ever been haunted and your life was stark? Have you ever been blue? Have you been a man? Have you ever been thin? Have you had a tan? Have you been cheered on by a chat that is Twitch? Have you ever had a butt that was so scratchy it was an itch? Have you ever been named Cat? Have you ever had a dog? Have you ever had to rhyme? Have you ever been mogged? Have you donated to the stream yet? catforillinois.com/stream. Have you ever been a rapper? Have you ever had a dream? Have you ever been a chatter? Have you ever typed in it? Have you ever been a liar? Have you ever failed it? Have you ever spit bars? Have you ever tried to rhyme? Have you ever been a loser? Have you ever done crime? Have you ever gone to jail? Have you ever done a crime? Have you ever served time? Have you prisoned in the lime? Have you prisoned on a rhyme? I'm losing it. Have you watched?
You lost it.
I lost it. How long was it?
124.
No! I thought it was so much longer. Okay. But you have to keep the same scheme I did.
Okay, but I'm gonna do Have You Ever's.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
cool.
ready?
Yeah.
Whenever.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me think of a first line I want to do.
No, you're not allowed to think of a first one. You have to just start.
Okay.
I just started.
Have you ever worn glasses? Have you ever had a dog? Have you ever eaten rice? Have you ever been in fog? Do you know a person whose name is Mark? Are you scared of clowns? Are you scared of the dark? Have you donated to us at catforillinois.com/stream? Do you know anyone that's really, really mean? I don't think this candidate's mean, but I guess we'll have to see. Have you ever eaten barley? Have you ever been a teen? Teenagers can also be not nice, but guess what? Fuck ice. This makes a lot of sense. I think I don't like it. This is kind of a bummer to do. On my mic, it's blue. We're doing
I don't think
stuff
that counts.
with games and also with poems. We are kind of hungry and not very stoic. Slant
not a
rhymes are
rhyme.
okay because Asha did it, unless you want to be a hypocrite.
Okay.
Do you want to lie to the people, Asha? Do you want to show that you are human lava? That you burn when touched? Because you can't stand by your values. Asha, what would we do without you? Maybe we live in a world of truth, but maybe we'd have one less person who's ruthless. Like the people in charge of our fine country. But these people aren't very cunty. I mean that in a good way. They have no style. I would like them out in a short little while. That's why I'm running for office. Because I think things can change. That things can be better. And a little less strange.
Okay.
Strange can be good, but only if it's nice. A lot of people aren't. Once again, fuck ice. I can reuse that rhyme because we all hate the men in masks that terrorize our state.
This is getting better. I think it's because you take so long in between. But keep going.
Maybe I think before I speak.
much
You
past
could
me.
try it this time this week. I'm just kidding, Asha. You're one of the smartest people I know. And also very nice. And I'm done with this rhyme.
Yay!
I made it to 2 minutes.
2:44.
Hey. All of the mean things I said about Asha aren't true.
Yay!
But I'm going to play my game. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream if you were impressed by... Huh? Oh, yeah. It's very silly. Wait, what is this?
Have you prisoned in the lime? Listen, I was trying to go fast, okay? Unlike some people. Guys, donate. Was anybody impressed by that? Donate
I wasn't.
$69 if you were impressed by cats. Donate $5 if you were impressed by mine.
I better see some 69 donations here.
5 donations is easy.
Have
I
you
gave
prisoned
$5
in the lime
more.
merch?
Yes. Donate if you've prisoned in the lime.
Do you
Insane.
want anything in here?
Do I?
Yeah,
want
anything that you want to see here?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, well, you can go now.
Okay, bye. Bye, chat.
Bye, chat. For Asha.
I'm gonna link it to Anthony Fantano. Or / real rap.
I want them to be able to kiss the bunnies.
Yes.
Come on, little bunnies. There are bunnies that go. Look, they're kissing. I'm gonna say they're gay.
Oh, somebody donated $5.
You guys are traitors. Blue texted me, by the way, and said, together y'all make one okay white rapper. And I just want y'all to know that, no, we don't. And I'm comfortable saying that. Little mushrooms. I'm very much not a maximalist, but this little sticker thing is cute. Mostly because neither of you are white. We together make one person of color and one white person. Asha says she thinks she can do better. You had your chance. Froggy. All right, we got 10 minutes, y'all. Can we reach 3K? How many people are watching, Asha?
192 on Twitch.
Uh-huh.
And 161 on YouTube.
All right, if everyone here donated $3, we would hit our goal for today. Or we'd hit 3K, which is also good. Besides last week when we did an hour-long stream, we have never raised less than $2,000, which is pretty sick. Vi said, I'm so sorry, I liked yours better overall, but you can't beat the pure comedy of Have You Prisoned in the Lime. Look, you guys could just say you don't have taste. It's fine.
Spoken like someone who hasn't prisoned in the line.
Do you put stickers all over your laptop? Yes, I do. Actually, is my laptop over there? Yeah, it's right there. I need to put more on. Wait, give me.
You don't have your heater sticker on there.
I know, I gotta put my producer heater sticker from the stream. We got our campaign sticker. We got, we have a buddy named John who makes these really cool stickers. This one says normalize anti-fascism. I got our sticker from our punk show, fight for trans rights. This was also from our pride party where it says let's vote for cat. This is a little heater. It's just an orange cat with a little apple hat on. It was really cute. Legal abortion saves lives. You don't need to be tolerant of people who want to harm you. And Elon Musk fucking sucks. Can you make your screen bigger?
They were talking about when for the sticker.
Oh, no.
Holy cow.
It's too late now. Since you brought it up, did the producer heater stickers go out? Asha?
Yes.
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 Yes. Another $5 donation. All of you just want to betray me.
Yay! Yay!
CaffreyIllinois.com/stream. Can we raise
Holy
$700
cow.
in the next 9 minutes? Let's see. CaffreyIllinois.com/stream. Also, what do we think of my little ruins? Are we done with them?
I think they look good.
I think they look good. Yay! New one.
I'm seeing that nobody has donated $69, and so that just means that they like me more.
I'm gonna say something I can't say on Twitch. Is there a little kitty in here I can put on there? I don't see so. I'll do it anyways, just in case there is a kitty. Guys, I love cats so much, and I hadn't even pet one until I was 25. And now they're like all I think about. And democracy. In the 9th District of Illinois. Cat, can you say fuck ice? Fuck ice. This game is called Little Corners, by the way, if anyone's interested in getting it. It's very relaxing and very cute.
Holy cow.
I guess I should make it like burr, burr, burr. You guys know what I mean by burr, burr, burr. Holy cow. CaffreyIllinois.com/stream. I don't like that. This doesn't match. Ooh, cute.
Holy cow.
Okay, amazing.
Holy cow. Holy cow.
So I'm really trying to get this spacing right. I think I got it. CatForIllinois.com/stream. Oh, wow. We jumped up like $100. We gotta shout out some donuts in a sec. I'm missing something on spacing here and I don't know what it is. If you could pick 3 genre books to never be able to read again. Oh, never be able to read again. Probably like, I'm trying to be like specific because it's not that I don't like nonfiction. It's just that I read a lot of fiction. So probably, like nonfiction about like probably self-help books is one. Nonfiction about like I don't know, nonfiction about cryptocurrency. And I don't know. Does anyone have suggestions? What kind of fiction do you read? I read a lot of sci-fi. I love space operas. I also read a lot of historical fiction. I read a lot of like comedic fiction. And I read, what else do I read? I don't know. I'm kind of zenned out right now. Zenned out. We got 2 minutes left, so let's shout out our remaining donors. And if you want a shout out, make sure to donate in the next like minute while I read out donors.
Oh shit. Do you remember who the last person shout out was?
I don't. Have you ever tried writing? I do write a lot. I like writing fiction. I like writing, I think I'm gonna put this up here. I like writing poetry. I like writing songs. They're not very good though. I like writing letters. Someone asked my opinion on Katniss Everdeen in the Hunger Games. Look, every YA book tried to copy Hunger Games for a reason. I think Suzanne Collins did a fantastic job of showing that the issue is power and not individuals and income inequality. And it's kind of like how the Democratic Party takes the wrong lesson from so many things. A lot of people were like, oh, so the thing is like the categories, the different categories that everyone's sorted into. And it's like, no, it's the fact that this is a really great critique of power and also trauma. But Thank you, Donald A. Asha, can I have your laptop to shout out donors?
Holy cow.
Thanks, Timothy V. Oh my god, fuck you guys. Give me your laptop so I can shout out donors. Ridiculous.
I think you're just gonna start a Carlos Web. There might be some repeats.
Right.
And that's
We
okay.
might have some repeats because. Oh, wait, no, I do remember repeats. All right. Paul O, thank you so much. Matt B, Timothy V, Christopher L, Giorgio K, David G, Donald A, Thomas A was 69. Nice. Zach K, Paul O, Max S, Jesse S, Miranda S. Are y'all all related? Zachary P, Melissa N, Scott B was 69. Nice. Donald A and Timothy V. Thank you so much for your donations, guys. We will see you tomorrow for our stream with Brendan Lee Mulligan at 6:30.
Thank you to everyone
Central
who
Time.
supported my rap. It was huge for me.
We're not going to talk about it. Bye, guys. Good night.
Bye. Got it? Stop recording too.
Stop recording.
Stopped on YouTube. Stopped on YouTube.